Hello, Zach Yelton here, Coastal Shores Landscape. Welcome to the April 2022 Low Country Landscape Report. Thanks for tuning in today. April is here, that means spring is here, that means golf tournaments are arriving, the Masters, the Heritage, Easter's right around the corner. So much to be excited about in regards to being outside, outdoors here in the Low Country. And while all that's going on, we do still have some pollen, but there's also so much excitement around that we just kind of forget about the pollen. Just go through the car wash every day and you're good to go, right? So, hey, we're really excited to be getting our teams together and geared up for spring. We have some new faces aboard the company, and you might see some of those out on the property, as well as some old familiar faces as well. We work really hard here in our hiring, in our training process. We vet folks that come in the door. Before they come in the door, we spend a lot of time with them on our training process and then implementing them into the field. Before they even get to your property, we've poured a lot of time and effort and energy into them. So if you're seeing a new face and you're available and want to go out and say hello, introduce yourself, I would expect them to do the very same thing. These guys are quality men, so we're excited to have them a part of our group. Some other things you should be looking for this spring from our maintenance teams. By now, many of your necessary perennials and shrubs have been fertilized. We will continue to be finishing that process up through the early part of April. And then in the later part of April, we're going to be rolling out our turf fertilizer. We're seeing our soil temperatures start to get up to where the levels that we like to see, to where the fertilizer can be fully utilized by the grass plant. So as you know, we don't put our fertilizer down super early. We wait until the soil temperatures are right. So we're getting there now. We're getting very close to that window right now. So around the Easter time or the week after, you should expect to see some turf fertilizer on your property, which means grass is going to start really jumping and growing and greening up. If you've been with us before, you know our turf fertilizer is great quality stuff. We use a slow release product with several different blended forms of nitrogen, and that essentially means that the plant can utilize those nutrients for a longer period of time than some cheaper, quick release fertilizers. So we've got a high quality product out there coming your way. The rates are formulated for your grass. So we've got zoysia grass and Bermuda grass, which require a little more nitrogen. The rates are adjusted accordingly on those. For a centipede lawn, typically you don't need as much nitrogen for a centipede lawn. Research shows that they perform better with a certain amount of nitrogen, and we're looking at that and we're calibrating our spreaders accordingly for your property. One other thing I wanted to mention, as spring is here, many of our plants have been in bloom now for about a month. They're going to continue to be in bloom. So those are things like azaleas, spireas, tea olives, and the like. You're going to see a lot of those things blooming now and then finishing up their bloom. If you got anything that's really overgrown and needs to be cut back, that is the time to cut it back. After it finishes its bloom in the spring is the time to get it cut back, whether that be to get it below a window or keep it away from a certain structure, or just reshape it in general. So look for our teams to be doing that too as these plants come to the end of their spring bloom cycles. Lastly, irrigation. I wanted to mention that to you. It is very important to manage irrigation this time of year. Many of you have seen literature that we've put out about that. If you haven't, you can certainly find that in our website. Just scroll below and you can find more information on that. Generally speaking, for established landscapes, we recommend 2 days per week in the month of April. As we get towards the end of April and temperatures really start to get warm, for instance, if we have daytime temperatures that are holding in the mid 80s and nighttime temperatures are hovering around 70, then it's time to probably go to 3 days a week. So different seasons can dictate that, but generally speaking, 2 days a week is plenty for an established landscape here. It's important not to overwater right now. You can really cause a lot more problems than necessary, particularly in regards to fungus. So watch out for that. Your system should be up and fully functioning. Most of you should have rain sensors on there. If you don't, please see us about that. We can help you with that. A rain sensor is just going to help cut that system off in the event that you receive some rainfall, and it'll just help conserve on your water bill, but also give a responsible amount of water to your landscape. So that's it about that. in other news, if you scroll below, you'll see a lot more information about our application programs, some recommended applications that we have and are offering in the spring for our customers. And if you're interested in any of those services or just finding out about what those services do and how they can benefit your property, scroll below. We've got some great resources there. Our team does a great job of keeping that updated in and out of every season. So again, we're very happy that you are watching today. Thanks so much for taking some time, and enjoy your spring.